Let's hope my boobs don't pop out here. I'm a slag for it. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know, can I? You might be able to hear the cats fighting outside the door. They love each other one minute and then want to kill each other the next. It's a bit like me and my brother used to be. However, welcome back to another weekly vlog. The clips you will have just seen from Oxford were from a week ago. I got my first negative COVID test and we decided to go to Oxford. It was quite strange in that Tom basically went out on his own for a couple of days while I stayed in the hotel chilling because I still haven't got my stamina back. I think I said in the last vlog, like with my fatigue anyway, I am a slower pace than anyone else, but post-COVID, I mean, it would be like that would have been day 10, so about day 17 now. And the past week I went back to work and all I've been able to do is work and sleep. So that has been fun. Did finish a book though. It's Single Bald Female, which I very kindly got from NetGalley, and I really, really wanted to love this book, like 100%. It's a debut author. It is a story of she's either 31 or 32, so my age, main character with breast cancer, and its own voices, the author herself has dealt with breast cancer, and yeah, it was a 5-star prediction for me and it just kind of let me down a lot. I really wanted more from the hospital scenes. She meets people when she goes for her chemo and they have chemo club where they say like banned words, like they're not allowed to use the word journey or anything like that, and I loved those bits. If there'd have been more of those, I think I would have loved it more. However, obviously the title is Single Bald Female. I believe that the hardcover comes out in May. I'll put it down on the screen here somewhere. But there's this kind of will they won't they with her boyfriend, and it's like we all know that they're going to split up, so I wish they'd have split up earlier on. Her friends, the way they react, there was just something. I've said before, I really have to feel for the characters to get involved with them, and there is one character, Belle, who I absolutely adored, but most of the characters in this, they either fell flat and didn't feel real. I think the way I always judge it, I finished this a couple of days ago. Now, other books that I finished recently, I'm just looking up there, I've got a pile ready for my Some Books I Read Recently video. Hi Bert! But like, I look up there, I've got The Staycation, and still now I'm like, oh, I wonder what the characters are doing, like as if they're real people, whereas Single Bald Female, I've just kind of put down and it's gone, and I've barely given it a second thought. I think she worked at a newspaper and there was a column about dating with cancer, and again, I really enjoyed the column pages, so there were some real good bits of it that I really enjoyed that there just needed to be more of. I think if it wasn't a debut novel, I think I'd have been more harsh with it, and I would see what Laura Price comes up with next. It's not a total write-off for me, but yeah, this book just didn't live up to my expectations, so sorry about that. When we're in Oxford, I went to Bookstop. Now, me and Victoria didn't find this shop when we went, and if you know Oxford, there is a Waterstones on the corner. If you're standing at Waterstones, there's a road with bus stops on, and it's just down there. It's an independent bookshop and it just has a fantastic range of books, and they're all really cheaply priced. So I picked up Crudo by Olivia Laing. Now, I have heard of Olivia Laing. I believe it's the same author of Everybody, which is one of those books that is out in hardback and I'm waiting for the paperback. And I literally just read this. Kathy is a writer. Kathy is getting married. It's the summer of 2017 and the whole world is falling apart. So I think this is going to be a little bit political, a little bit, you know, a bit maybe Ali Smith-esque. But that was $3.99. It's such a short little book and it just really caught my eye. I think I'm a little bit obsessed with the fact that I'm going on holiday soon, and the swimming pool just caught my eye. I literally had 5 minutes in this shop before our bus came, so it was quite good because I didn't have time to think too much. Or is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. But anyway, that one. I then picked up Exciting Times. I've heard really, really mixed reviews on this on BookTube, but I think people have said that if you like normal people, you'll like this. So, yeah, thought I'd give that a go. And then the last one that I picked up from there was His Only Wife. Again, I feel like I've not heard too much about this, but it just looked interesting, so picked that up. And last but not least for today, I have some Bookmail to share with you. So these 3 books are very, very kindly being sent to me by publishers, and if I have the release dates for them, I will tell you. So firstly, a book that's been released on the 7th of April is Sally Thorne's Second First Impressions. I'm currently reading The Hating Game, and it's taken me a while to get into it, let's put it that way, but I think it's going to be a fun, easy read. And this sounds like more of the same. It says, first impressions aren't always what they seem. Ruthie is a 24 going on 94 and fully committed to her job in a luxury retirement village, which that's me, but I'm, you know, 31 going on 101. It says, keeping herself busy caring for the eccentric residents means that Ruthie can safely ignore her own life. And then Teddy is practically allergic to a hard day's work. When he rocks up as the retirement village's new employee, Ruthie is less than impressed. I expect this to be enemies to lovers, and you know that I'm a sucker for anything set in the care industry, so hopefully this will meet my expectations. And then a book that is coming on the 9th of June, so I probably won't read this until May. I tend to, if I get sent books or NetGalley, try and read them the month before they're released, so they're fresh in my mind when I do my releases for that month video. But this is Lorraine Brown's Sorry I Missed You. It says, sometimes love is just around the corner. They only live a few metres away from each other, but their worlds couldn't be further apart. Plus, opposites don't really attract, do they? And again, I'm hoping that this is like the sunshine grumpy trope, which I love. I'm all over it, basically. And what more can I say about it? I'm really into romances again at the moment. I'm currently reading, sorry Lorraine Brown for stealing your thunder here, but I'm currently reading Miranda Dickinson's, what's it called? The Start of Something. And it has a fat grey cat called Ernie and a dog called Bert. So I'm sold, but I love it. Is this dual narrative? I don't think it is. My absolute favourite romance is a dual narrative, but looking forward to giving this one a go. And then, is this not just a gorgeous proof? It says, some journeys last a lifetime. Now this is Sarah Manning's London with Love, not to be confused with Love Lockdown. I read Sarah Manning's Rescue Me a couple of years ago and just fell in love, like head over heels for this grumpy bloke, sunshiny woman. There were a few bits in it that I didn't like, don't get me wrong, but they took on this dog between them. They co-parented it and absolutely loved it. So this is the one that I meant that takes over a lifetime. So this is, it says, in a city of 9 million people, why do they keep finding each other? And I think this is set over about 20 years. So yeah, part one's 1986. I'm trying to not like get any spoilers here. Oh yeah, and then the epilogue's 2021. So that's set over longer than I've been alive. So yeah, this, I fell in love with Eva Carter's How to Save a Life, which was set over years, and I just wanted to read this. I just realised there's a little postcard in the back. That is gorgeous. So this is out on the 5th of May, so I will be reading this in April. I'll let you know what I think of that. I need to go and have a drink and something to eat. I'm supposed to be filming a charity shop haul, but can I be bothered? We will see. So I'll come back to you when I was going to say do anything exciting. I won't be doing anything exciting. This whole vlog is going to be a reading vlog. So yeah. Oh, I think I'm going out for dinner though on Wednesday. Maybe slightly exciting. So last night I posted this clip on my Instagram. I am going to level with you here. Desperately seeking Charlotte does not know who she is right now. I feel like a bit of a mess. I feel like my head is telling me one thing and my heart's telling me another. My anxiety has been a real bitch to me over the last few weeks. I'm just a bit lost. I am sick of being a fat woman in this world. I am sick of feeling crappy. I am this close to going back to Slimming World, and I know that that messes with my head, but actually I feel right now that if I was thin, that's just one less thing that I have to defend about myself. And I hate that I'm thinking like this. Like, it's really upsetting me, but that's just the way things are right now. I just feel like I don't know who I am and what I'm meant to be, because everything that I feel like I am and I should be is no longer an option to me. My health was bad enough anyway. I was tired and achy, and then COVID on top of it has just completely knocked me for six, and I just don't want to be this person anymore. I just don't. And I feel like I'm gonna cry just talking to you guys. It's so weird, this headspace that I'm in at the moment. I just don't feel good in my body at the moment, and I know that I need to not be so harsh on myself, seeing as I have gone from having appendicitis to then having COVID, and it's just really knocked me for six. I've been posting about body positivity and mental health and all of that stuff on the internet for about 6 years now. If any of you follow my blog, I don't blog very much anymore, but if I read back through the posts there, I started off at Slimming World and I went too far, and I have gone backwards and forwards in my head the past few days. Like, I'm going to Corfu in May with my friend Stace and trying on my holiday clothes from pre-pandemic. They just, if they haven't got any elastic in them, they are not going on at the moment. So I've then done a bit of an online shopping splurge today, which I feel awful about. You know my feelings about supporting fast fashion. I have stayed away from the kind of Shein, Boohoo, Misguided, but I'm in a privileged position to be able to do that. I've had a little bit of money put away for holiday savings, and I've with that managed to go on to, ASOS, which I know isn't brilliant, and Next, and buy a couple of more quality pieces. So I am going to make sure I get my use out of the pieces, but I feel guilty about that. I feel guilty for... I really wanted to come on here and be like, I've slept on it and I'm not going to go back to Slimming World. But actually, I'm at the point now where I feel like I'm not taken seriously by medical professionals because of my weight. And whereas I've read Health at Every Size, I've read, I've read all of the stuff that I know, that things like blood pressure and whatever, I'm fine. I'm at the point where I think that I'm not going to get taken seriously until I lose some weight. And I hate saying this because I guess when I know there's 1,000 people subscribed to this channel, I would hate to be detrimental to anybody else's mental health, but at the same time I need to be honest with how I'm feeling. So I haven't decided yet whether I am going to go back to Slimming World or not, but if I do, I'm not going to I still 100% believe that my weight is the least interesting thing about me. So even with going back to Slimming World, if that's what I decide to do, I'm not going to turn this into a Slimming World channel. I know some of those channels do amazing, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not ever going to talk numbers. I will have a separate Instagram account where I will post meals and things, but I want to keep it separate because I'm not qualified to tell anybody else what to do. I'm not a counsellor, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not anything. I can just tell you personal experience, and yeah, we're all different, and don't want to cry. Back to the clothing thing. I said to Tom, I just don't want to go on this holiday wearing clothes that feel too tight and just being conscious of my body the whole time, which, I am at the moment, and like getting dressed for anything at the moment feels like a massive thing because I want to hide my stomach. I'm still swollen from my surgery. I hate being asked when I'm due because obviously I can't have kids, and although I don't want kids, I'm going through this weird headspace where I feel like less of a woman because of it. And again, I know that's stupid, and yeah, I'm coming up to 32 this year, and I'm not where I expected to be at this point in life. And on a good day, I'll be like, ignore society's expectations, but then when I get down, and I do suffer from depression, I just wanted to be a nurse, and I just feel like I love my job, but I feel like I should be working full time. I feel like I should be, I don't know, I hate that I'm not a 50-50 contributor in my household. And I know that me and Tom have talked about this. I know that he doesn't think like this, but I always feel bad when it's like I go on a nice holiday, and I think I especially feel bad at the moment because I'm going on holiday without him, and this holiday has been booked for like 2 years. So this was when I was working full time, but now that I'm not, he puts, you know, he pays the lion's share of our bills and things. And I've said before, I hate having to rely on someone else. It's just not in my nature. I'm a very independent person, and yeah, that's just how I'm feeling right now. So I think, to summarise, I'm not okay, but I do know that I will be okay, which is reassuring, because to me it means that I'm not at rock bottom yet. But I know that I need to do something, and I need to do something soon to start clawing my way out of this hole that I've got myself into. I'm still on the waiting list for some mental health support, which it is what it is. So I've been rambling for far too long. I better go and get ready for work.